Seems like more than in the past, you guys have been doing some under center stuff with the quarterbacks and working on those handoffs. Why is that?
The biggest thing, yeah, a couple plays that lends itself to. Lends itself to a couple plays. You can get the ball off quicker on some things. It was something that we've kind of wanted to do for quite some time, and so we're looking at maybe quarter of the time or something. But it just sort of, part of it depends. Anything from deep stuff to screens to because if you run all verticals, you can secure it and throw it, and then downhill run, screen, all that stuff. So it's good for that play action stuff.
Is doing it now driven in part by having those two running backs and getting them more involved?
Nah, mainly because it just spring's a good time to install it, and then also I think these quarterbacks are more inclined that direction. One of the idiosyncrasies with Connor, he is more of a gun guy, and we're more of a gun team anyway, and so that'll always be the bigger part of it.
What do you think stood out today in practice?
Energy and tempo. I thought it was a lot of energy, and then I thought everybody bounced around pretty good.
Can you talk a little bit about Gabe Mark's performance so far this spring?
Did a good job when he gets straight up field and splits defenders. He does better than if he dances around. So the more we can get these guys on offense, not tempted to dance around, but run straight up field, the better we'll be.
Mike, I'm doing a feature story on some of the young guys in the secondary, and I wanted to ask, how much better are guys like Charleston White and Suleiman Hamid now than maybe they were a year ago?
Well, they're definitely better. The biggest thing is experience. We just got to, just reps. Because they're freshmen before. So,
is there something to be said for the fact that some 18-year-olds were kind of thrown into the fire, faced a lot of adversity early, and kind of stuck with it, and didn't decide to transfer or quit or anything?
Well, we had more 18-year-olds than we did 20-year-olds and over last year. So, it'll help them down the road. It's tough early, but it'll help them down the road.
After just a few practices with him, is it fair to say that if Kyron Priester could play next year, he would play next year?
He does a lot of good things. He can't play next year, but we're just trying to develop him and get him to learn as much as he can.
Does going under center like that, does that allow you to do anything different in terms of handing off to the receivers like Robert Lewis or those guys?
You can do that or go deep. They contrast each other pretty well. One thing I like is the contrast of what you can do out of it. It's good for the close stuff, and it's good for the way downfield stuff.
Early in both spring and fall camp, you like to do a lot of vertical stuff. How's Luke looked on those passes?
It was good. Today was a vertical day, so we did a lot of vertical stuff today.
Is there anything that you like that stands out to you about the way he's throwing the ball? His comfort level right now in the offense?
He's kind of just continued from what he did. And both of them throw the ball good. They're both getting better at managing the offense.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Coach.
All right, thanks.